If you're reading this, then you've probably found whatever's left of me. If that left in me is still moving, then please put it out of its misery. And if by some miracle it's my family who found this, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Today started off so normal, so ordinary. Nothing was out of place. My alarm went off as normal, just like every other day, but I did hear a lot of grumblings and weird happenings outside that really didn't make any sense. The distance of screaming and other horrifying sounds were heard all around our little house. It didn't really have very good insulation. I didn't know what to make of it. The day before was so normal. I mean, I am a firefighter, but I've seen plenty of crazy things. Nothing was to prepare me for today. I instantly turned on the TV, and of course, the worst possible news was on. This wasn't a drill. This wasn't some fantasy that I made up. I did not go crazy. The CDC was planning evacuations and even quarantine zones. I was completely dumbfounded. This whole situation was like something out of a horror movie. The dead were eating the living? What does that even mean? What in the world is going on outside? Oh, well, that settles it. I have to go find my family. There's no time to waste. I have to go. It may already be too late, but I can't think that way. I gotta go to the school. I stumbled outside, and the neighbor John, I don't know what happened to him. He did not look good. Blood out of his mouth and eyes, and he was frantic. I had to put him down like an animal, like a wild beast. What's going on? After I had to take out my neighbor John, I looked around for anyone who might still be alive. Anyone who may need help. Nobody. Not a single soul left. How could this happen? In the span of a single night? In what? Maybe 10 hours at most? Where were the police? Where was the army? If the CDC knew how bad this was, then why didn't they get us any warning prior? Something is not right here in Knox County. So I decided to do something a little stupid. I found a small crowd of 4, and I just wanted to see what they were like. I needed to know what I was up against, and maybe I can help someone else who I stumble across who may still need help. I know what the TV said. The TV said to stay away and to not get bit. And apparently that's the way you go. No matter what, there's no antibiotics, there's no cure, there's really nothing that you can do once you get bit. But, I mean, what am I really dealing with? It seems like they're really clumsy and slow, so maybe I can understand how to deal with them better so I can help others. And definitely whenever I get to the school, I gotta get my family out. I'm just to hope that they're still safe. But, you know, I've already killed a few of them. Maybe killing a few more might actually give me a better insight of what's going on, and especially on how to better dispose of these things. I really don't know if I'm helping or not, but I gotta try, right? I know this is probably very stupid of me, but I decided to break into this tiny home near me. One of the next door neighbors, you know, a couple houses down from me, but I honestly haven't seen them in a while, so maybe it was a good idea to go ahead and just try to look around to see if there's any supplies that I can take. I mean, I really don't want to be this kind of guy, but I mean, if the world's going under, then I mean, I guess it's okay, right? I decided to clean my weapons so that, you know, maybe it would make it easier for me to use them, you know, just in case. I'm really hoping that I won't have to use them for at least a little bit. I definitely don't want to try to get into any fights. And of course, what happens as soon as I step outside? More zombies. Where in the world are they coming from? This is a very small town. I mean, I know we're next to a big city, but it's only been 12 hours. There shouldn't be this many so fast. I mean, I guess that makes sense considering there wasn't any, not really a whole lot of sirens from what I heard last night. I mean, I hear that sometimes over the night, and I just kind of overlooked it, but, man, that knife really didn't do any good, did it? It's a good thing I have this frying pan with me. I don't know how much more I can take. I mean, I don't really have very good weapons to defend myself, especially now that I got scratched. I didn't get bit though, but that's close enough. I don't need any more scares like that. I have to make it to my family before it's too late. I just hope I'm not. I've had a couple of close calls today. I've been trying to get the layout of how many and how bad things actually are, and it's worse. It's worse than I could ever imagine, and I just don't understand how it got to this point so quickly. I mean, you would think that the military would be on this. You would think that the police force would at least be driving them back a little bit, but I haven't seen a single person that's alive. All of them have been those shambling things. I don't know what else to do. But I found this house that's a little bit cleared out, and it seems to be a quiet place for me to rest, at least for a little bit. It's not much, but it'll do. The start of this day was rough. Of course, obviously, with everything that's going on, I didn't mean to not check the radio or a TV or something about the weather. The weather is starting to get bad, which is making visibility way harder, which means moving from place to place is getting a little difficult. And of course, right now, that's whenever my anxiety starts to kick in. You think it would have happened sooner, but I had to stop. I had to just sit and just read, just kind of anything to take my mind off of what was going on, and it just wasn't going to happen. With the way the rain is and me being backed into a corner, there's really only one thing left to do, and that's through. I am so ready to find my family, and I'll do anything I have to. So if they want to fight, I guess we'll take it to them. There's no time for me to sit and wallow in my own self-pity. I have to fight. I have to keep moving. And I have to find my family. That's what's keeping me alive. That's what's keeping me going. That's what's keeping me from giving up. It's them. It's always them. And it will be until my dying breath. The rain and the dead are not going to stop me. I'm going to continue to go forward. Through the rain, I finally found the edge of town, and I found the old hotel that's sitting there at the corner. And there is a lot of those things out here. So of course, I did what I had to do. I started to clear it. Bit by bit, creature by creature, I cut them down, slowly making my way towards a safe zone, at least for a little bit. But just more and more kept coming. And of course, this makes sense being the edge of town, but they're getting overwhelming, and I'm starting to get tired. I'm overexerting myself. I'm not saving my energy like I should. I haven't really eaten today. There's not really been much around. I haven't really gotten much sleep either. It's hard whenever you hear those moans and groans right outside the window. And I can get a little bit of water, but that's not enough. I need more sustenance than this. God, Gosh, I wish I had more energy. They're getting overwhelming. Gosh, how many of them are there? I've taken out plenty before, but this is getting too much. Gosh, they're gonna overwhelm me if I don't get out of here. I gotta get inside. I can't stay here. I'm getting further back into a corner at this point. Oh gosh. They're really overwhelming me now. Oh, this is getting so bad. Oh no. Oh no. My energy's running out. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Oh no. The moment I did not want to find. They got me. After a long, hard battle to get inside this hotel, I finally make my way inside. I barricaded my way in and went straight to the bathroom and washed off. And that's when the realization hit me. In that last skirmish, they bit me. I knew they got close, but I really didn't think they got me, but sure enough, the injuries are all there. I am going to die. If you find this, I had a small Bible on the end table and had a pin on me, so I decided to give you my last will and testament here. Helen, I'm so sorry that I didn't make it to you. We had a very beautiful life together. Jimmy, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have made it to more ball games. Sorry that I worked so hard. And Maggie, I am so sorry I missed your ballet recital. I should have been there. Every little girl deserves to have their daddy there. I guess this is it. But I want you guys to know something. Daddy went out on his terms. Daddy didn't sit around and sulk about it. Your daddy went out fighting.